Hello, Journalism 200 folks, and welcome to the first of two tutorials on how to create your Wix website for this journalism multimedia class. The idea here is that pretty much each week you'll get a different journalism assignment, photojournalism, audio storytelling. This is multimedia, so you're going to learn different kinds of media. And each week you're going to do a journalism project, you're going to create a post, and then you're going to create a reflection, and you're going to grab the links. You're going to post these on your Wix website, and you're going to take the links for your assignment and for your reflection about that assignment, and you're going to share them in Lalima. So, for example, this is a student's website, and you guys are going to start with your either a bus ride exploration for week one or a walk through a neighborhood. This student did this, so she created this post for it, and she shared it. She grabbed the link up here and she shared that. She put that in the Dropbox on Lalima, and then she wrote a reflection. And so you can see here, for example, this student, and these are this student's reflections on each of her assignments. So like, here's her reflection on her walking assignment, and what you want to talk about in your reflection is the challenges of the assignment, what you learned from it, and what you hope to do better the next time. And you can get pretty creative with the designs, as you can see here from this student's assignment. These are his different reflections. So what I'm going to do in this tutorial is just show you how to basically create your Wix site. And in your first, that's what we'll do in the first tutorial. And then in the second tutorial, I'll show you how to set it up so that I can navigate the site, or anybody who comes to visit your site can navigate the website by going through the different menus and that kind of thing. So let's get going. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is go to wix.com and hit get started, and then enter in an email address. It's free to sign up for a site, and a password. I've already done that, so I'm just going to go ahead and log in. Since I've already logged in before, it's bringing me to this page, but since you're maybe logging into this for the first time, you're probably going to be asked to whether you're creating a personal website or a website for a business. I would just say personal, and then you're going to get to this page. So I'm going to skip the AI. You can play with it if you want, but I don't find that it works very well. And anyway, you should learn how to create a website or a Wix site without AI. So I'm going to say set up without that. We can say here, like, we're creating a student newspaper site, which is essentially what you are creating, but the templates it's going to give us are not ideal. Now, what do I mean that the templates it's going to give us are not ideal? Well, let me kind of show you what I mean. So I'm going to call my site Mediasaurus. You can call your website whatever you want. If you noticed, the other students name their sites like the Fresh Catch, or the How Many Times, Through the Scope. You can look at their sites on Lalima to see examples of how people have done this in the past. I'm calling my site Mediasaurus. It's asking me what the site is for. I'm going to skip that. Okay, I'm going to uncheck forms and Instagram themes, but I am going to check. Well, you know what? I'm going to leave blog blank, but we're going to create a blog for our site, and I'll explain why when we get there. But I was mentioning templates, and I'm hitting design site, which gets us to pick a template. When I put in student newspaper, so it's suggesting these, but none of these are really ideal. And what I mean by that is, like, if you look at a newspaper website, you'll notice that it's got a lot of stories on its landing page. They're just occupying just a little bit of the screen, and there's a hierarchy. There's a main story, and then there are other stories. Like if we go to the New York Times website, it's the same kind of thing. And if you look at these templates, that's not really the idea of the design with these. So we're going to kind of have to do something on our own with this. And so I'm going to go with just a very simple template, which is this one right here. It's the book blog. You can use this, or you can play around. I encourage you to play around with your own and find a design you like. But I'm going with this one. Okay, it's asking for text for this. I don't really know what it's going to do with that, but why don't we say a student's journey into journalism and into the world. Okay, and now I'm just going to show you just a little bit about how to do design with this thing, you know, how to change words, how to move around on the website. Let's start with just changing the name of the site right here. Okay, so I'm, you know, because I've decided to name my site Mediasaurus, I'm going to go into here, and when I click in this box, a little bubble pops up that says edit text. So I'm going to click on that and then type in Mediasaurus. And again, you should title your website whatever you want to title it, but I'm calling mine Mediasaurus. So I've just entered the text. Now obviously this is dull, so I want to change design. That's for this whole box. You notice the bubble popped up, and so I'm going to go with, let's see, this looks relatively attractive to me, but now I'm going to need a background banner that looks good. So I click on this for change background, and that looks like it might work pretty well. And so that's some basic design. You can do all kinds of things with it to make it look the way you want. And I'm going to stop this video here, and I'm going to pick up with a second video where I'm going to explain how to set up menus and how to make your site navigable so that when I visit your site, or when anybody who's on the internet visits your site, they can find your stories and work their way around. So pick up with the next video right now.